Hello and welcome to the new Super Mario Bros. Wii 80% tournament. I'm Subspaz, and today we got Enforcer and Gasping Muffin doing their bracket today. And should get started in a little bit, hopefully. Like everyone's just practicing up with things. Okay. Looks like Muffin's getting set up. Muffin's ready. Just need to wait for Enforcer. Waiting on Enforcer now. Looks like Enforcer's getting set up now, getting ready. And it should be a good race. Both runners have a pretty decent, have a 22 3x with Muffin just having 3 seconds a little bit better than Enforcer. So it should be pretty good race. And the countdown has started. It looks Hmm. Okay, and they're off. Was a little confused, but so this is NSMBW, as many of you guys know. 1-1 is the start of the run, and not really much happens, but there is a strat called DSS, which is just another way of getting the prop instead of getting it right here. But Enforcer will be getting it, and Muffin too. So we will not be actually saying it is a little bit riskier, but it does save some time. So a little easy 1-1 from both runners, and going to be getting a 454 and another and a 453. So not a really huge difference, but also at the end, both runners spun off of that rolling hill because it gives you a little bit of a boost rather than normally grabbing it, which is a little cool. And 1-2. There's not really a huge difference, so it's obviously early game. There's not going to be anything crazy happening. But 1-2 will be like a little bit of a stroll almost. Do some sliding down these hills, jump over the Goombas and the crystal. Another thing, you do want to also utilize that little rotating platform and get it to a specific angle, as you saw from Enforcer, because that is the fastest way to slide down and also run down. Enforcer in nicely there, and both as well. Muffin getting a 461, very nice 1-2 from Muffin, and 456 from Bo. So Enforcer did not get a 461 pipe, but he did get a 456 1-2. So very good 1-2s from both runners. And going into 1-3. Going into more of a difficult level in World 1, but right here at the start, we're going to see both runners doing a triple jump because the RNG of this Hammer Bro, as you saw in the difference with Muffin, sometimes he can jump, and it's became known to just do a triple jump at the start to either avoid him or just to be safe. And yeah, just jumps over these piranhas, and then right here they're going to want to be doing almost a precise spin, not necessarily, but just to get over there smoothly and get a nice little 457 pipe. Nice 1-3. Nice World 1 from everyone, with just Muffin being only one IGT slower. And also right here, we'll have a little bit of a text box, and while pressing both A and 2, it can speed up the process of this cutscene, as other loading screens within the game, which is a little bit of a cool thing, I'd say. Would have never expected that as a kid. So right here, almost every single cannon entrance, runners will be spamming A and 2 to speed up the process of that loading screen. And Muffin getting the nice little 69 coins out of World 1. And yeah, nice World 1s from both runners. Getting 358. Not too bad. Looking for a race. And going into 5-1. There was a little bit of a new way to grab the star. A little bit faster. Just a tiny bit, but it was, I wonder if they'll go for it though. And it looks like Enforcer will be going for it. Instead of just, oh, and Muffin actually did miss it. Unfortunately, I have to play the level without star, but Enforcer got it. which is just hitting it from the bottom, not getting it from the top. There's a little bit of time, but unfortunately, Muffin is going to have to play the level without Star. But he did it very nicely. Can be a little stressful right there with the Piranhas, but Enforcer hitting Water Cycle. Water Skip. And then Muffin hitting it as well. Getting... Ooh, and Enforcer bonking on that. Missing the neutral line. And looks like Muffin took a little bit safe. Not gonna get the bonk, but now there is definitely a little bit of a difference in where runners are. It's not too crazy yet. It's only really much of a 10-second difference. Maybe even less, but still, the race is not over yet. Just many things can happen. And another thing, Payment A and 2 into the Piranha cutscene is also actually faster. And right here, we've seen a nice 93 Piranha. Oh, missing that Spongera. Actually, not 93, 92. That's all right. But we'll see the 93 from Muffin. And as you can see, only Muffins, there is a difference. Well, it's not too much. For race time. But going into 5-3. Kind of a more harder level. Many ways can be played. Enforcer bonking a little bit, going a little bit slower. But it seems like both players are playing 5-3 very differently. But it is a hard level. It's not the easiest one you can do. Excellent jumps. And right here, we're going to be doing a ground pound cancel. It's kind of not really manipulating, it's just waiting for the Bramble to walk so we don't get hit. Right here, nice triple jumps over the Bramble, and just a nice clean jump over that one. And it looks like Enforcer went for the risky pipe kick. If you do miss that, you can unfortunately die. And it looks like Muffin won't maybe be going for it. But nice 5-3 from both. Not getting hit. No backup prop. We love to see that. And going into 5 Tower, where the famous 556 is known for. And also Aztecs. Though unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna be seeing Aztecs unless Enforcer full sends it. But we should be seeing both runners going for 556. It's a complicated strat in the beginning, but as you start doing it more, you get more used to it. More used to the timing right here, and Enforcer cleanly going through that. Like we got set up right there. Like oh no, and Enforcer gets hit at the spike, and it looks like Muffin will be beautifully getting a nice little 557 actually beating the 556. And unfortunately, Enforcer is going to have to play 5-4 with no prop. Unfortunate. So Muffin is now gaining back that time that he did lose at 5-1. Which honestly is going to be a very big time difference now since Enforcer won't be able to skip 5-4. But Muffin getting a nice 530. Enforcer doing some wall kicks, making it look clean. Have to do some little movement to make up the time loss, but so I wonder if Muffin will actually be going for a save strat here. It's better to do in races. You don't really see it much in runs. So it'll be a little interesting. Could also mean that Enforcer could make up the time if Muffin does in fact mess up. But we'll have to see. And it looks like Muffin actually does not save, so if he does mess up, he will have to just play the level normally. So let's hope that Muffin gets no delayed spins, no drops, and plays the level beautifully. Looking good so far. Nice. Nice. And all right. But Enforcer is going to be taking a little break from the run. I have to be playing with these enemies in the raft. But nice 5-4 from Muffin. Going to be getting a nice old 353. That was very nice to see, but unfortunately, Enforcer is going to have to be killing all these enemies on the raft, making sure that counter does not go up to 5. Because if it does, the raft will actually stop. And you'll have to wait, kill all the enemies. The main thing is that these little Goombas add up so much. But yeah. Going into Boo House now. For the also famous trick, Meme Jump, at the end. We'll see if Muffin goes for that, but not really that much of a hard level. It's just maneuvering these tight gaps and tight spaces. Making it to where it's not really slowing down as much. Enforcer is getting closer to the end. Gonna get dropped by that piranha plant. Oh, and oh, that was a nice. That was close, but that was also nice for Muffin. Missing, looks like he missed Meme Jump. I'm not too sure, but he did get a nice little 68 on the timer. So, not too slow for Blue House, but definitely stressful at the end right there. But going into World 8 now, and Enforcer finishing up 5-4. Gonna be going into Boo House. And yeah. Enforcer also does have a chance of getting Meme Jump, though it is a lot more riskier. Since he would, if he misses it, be unfortunately Small Mario. And he already has to kind of have to already deal with being normal Mario for 8-1. Because in the beginning of 8-1, you do have a little bit of a shell strat where you spin and throw the shell, stopping Mario's vertical height from going up more. So yeah. Decent run from Muffin so far. Just that small mistake in 5-1 and a little bit of a stressful moment right there, at least for me. That looks pretty scary. Maybe on the bottom, sliding down. Hitting that strat, running down the mushroom platform. Nice. And misses the geyser. And also, Enforcer, finishing up Boo House. Didn't really see what strat he was going for, I meant. Unfortunately, but he is going to be catching up with Muffin in World 8 now. And Muffin getting a nice little triple right there. Oh, but kind of hesitant on the jump up into the pipe. And a nice little 432. Oh, 433. Nice little 433. Oh, yeah, going into 8-2. Now, this level is faster with Small Mario, so we're going to be seeing some cool strats. Some cool little movement from Small Mario. But we'll also be seeing some interesting movement from normal Mario in 8-1 right here. Getting the nice little wall kick off the block at the start. And Muffin nicely playing into. Oh, Enforcer almost died but catched himself a little bit. Gonna have to wait for this geyser. Unfortunately, doesn't have prop, which is definitely a little frustrating, but seems to be doing decent. Oh, and Muffin getting a Goomba boost, but without that star, and gonna be taking a death in 8-2. Definitely nice for Enforcer, but unfortunate for Muffin, because now he has to play the whole level again because he did have to miss that checkpoint in order to not become normal Mario. So gonna be giving Enforcer some time back, but not actually that much of a difference. Seems like 5-4 really kind of took a toll. Not a toll, but like a big plunge into the time loss for Enforcer, but nothing gonna have to be redoing the beginning of 8-2 again. Unfortunate death. Though I don't know what strat he was going for before he got the star, but he did attempt that. Oh, there we go, yeah. He got it this time. I kind of blanking on the name, but nice to see him get it the second time. I'm gonna be getting nice 443. Enforcer as well gonna be going into A2. Hopefully, we don't see a death from him. That was unfortunate to see from Muffin. Nice 431. Good third room. I'm getting a nice little either 425, 424, but still decent. Gonna be getting out of 8-2, going into 8-7 next. Second Enforcer is gonna be going for the same strat. Hits it nicely. Nice. Getting a high 443. Making up that time. Ooh, and a nice third room. Getting a 433. We'll be seeing a 427 maybe. 426, but still a very nice 8-2 from Enforcer. Gonna be bringing it back just a little bit. And 8-7, gonna go a little bit of an auto-scroller level, as many know, but you can make it a little bit faster since it's not fully an auto-scroller. And right here, you'll be seeing Muffin's strat called the Muffin Triple, and hits it nicely. Nice little Muffin Triple. But yeah, now both players in 8-7. He goes for the ground pound right after this geyser. Nice little 450. And then a nice back pick. Jumping over the flagpole. I think he's going to be going for the fire flower, right? Right here. Obviously. But Enforcer coming up. We're going to be meeting Muffin in the same room. Going for the ground as well. Hitting it nicely. A little cleaner than Muffin actually. Didn't have to run up the platform right there, so nice maneuvering from both. Gonna be both going for red ring. Gonna get the nice little fire flower. And Muffin getting a nice 340, making sure he's gonna keep that lead. Definitely would not want to lose it now. As we're finally getting closer to the end. We're not quite there yet, so anything can happen. I mean, it's an airship, which, as many know, bombless, you could decide on which you either get a huge lead, or if you don't get any, you kind of keep the same. Well, be more of a big decider after this of who is more of ahead. But there is still another trick, but it's not as much as bombless and Gate Castle, so Nice beginning part of Airship for Muffin. Enforcer going to be meeting him as well in Airship, so we'll have to see how Bombless goes. Nice entry from Muffin. Enforcer fully spinning down the gap, making sure he doesn't get crushed or hit. And nice 441. Oh, and it looks like Muffin kind of looked like an LCK. I actually don't quite know what he was going for right there, but I do unfortunately know he did mess it up, so gonna be going for a nice low 408 here. Decent airship for a race, I'd say. And then, of course, we're getting a nice 440. Go for the wall kick. Oh, he was not going for an SDK, he just meant to do that. And then both getting nice. And it looks like Muffin actually got... I actually don't quite remember. I should have been more focused on Muffin, but seems like he got... Oh. He did not get first hit, I think. Or if he did, I apologize. But we can see Enforcer attempted right here. And it looks like Muffin is not going to be getting any hits right now. Bowser Jr. screwed him over, and it looks like Enforcer's not also going to be getting first hit. Unfortunate to see. But no bomb assist for Muffin. And it seems like Enforcer's going to be missing that one. And in that time too. So that was kind of Enforcer's main way to actually get a huge lead back. But Bowser Jr. not being kind to any of the race, any of the runners I meant. To go all bombs, but I don't know if this is even a potential meal difference. I think it's kind of set in stone for right now. But Muffin going into 8 Castle, the final level in the run. But yeah, nice run, nice race. Watchful. Definitely interesting to see. Like Muffin's going for some crazy strats. Going to be going fast, keeping that lead, which I cannot blame him. Definitely wants to play good, get a nice median time, and nice 656. What? I had like a random Windows thing pop up on my screen. It was like all over. So what before, but yeah, nice little first one from Enforcer so far. Seems like a 656 in my book. Yeah, nice. Looks like Muffin is going to be going for an instant pipe, but you can barely even see it right there. Enforcer spinning for a little bit, it seemed like. I don't remember if he got out of the pipe. It is just a little slower since that platform does have to be raised down. I might not actually. Sorry for my yap. And it seems like Muffin is starving. He might have to consume a meal right here. In my book, at least, seems like Muffin is gonna be attempting a meal. Hopefully, he gets the get a nice scrumptious meal. And Enforcer will also be trying to be going for a nice scrumptious little meal. Both runners trying to get a tasty, delicious thing before they end up this race right now. And Enforcer spawn. No, not Enforcer. Muffin missing the gap. Gonna have to unfortunately be going for some fireball strats. Unfortunate. So it looks like Muffin's still gonna be starving just a little bit more. Gonna have to wait until after the race to get something to eat, or wait for the next meal. But as we can see, Enforcer comes here, Muffin goes into escape, and it looks like Enforcer not gonna be going for the meal anymore. Gonna be going for fireballs. Because it looks like none of the runners actually got to eat a meal, unfortunately. But Muffin finishing out with a nice 26-12. I thought it was going to be a 26-11, but they're finding a way. GG's, Muffin. Yeah. Nice run from both runners. Nice race, I meant. Interesting to see how things happened. And I think that was a 26-52 or 53 from Enforcer. A 26-47. Fortunate. But GG's with runners. Nice race. But game one will be going to Muffin. But yeah. Definitely an interesting race. The E2, I was a little worried if Muffin was going to be losing some more time, but it really seems like getting hit before 5-4 and not being able to do the skip really does lose a lot of time. So definitely worth it to play just a little bit safer, maybe 4-5-4. Forcer might be thinking. It was definitely unfortunate, but still playing close with the unfortunate death in 8-2 from Muffin. Still a close race. And definitely Muffin making sure he does not mess up that star grab in 5-1. That was unfortunate to see. A little bit of practice before we go into our next match. All right, it seems like Muffin's getting ready for round two. Forcer making sure he has his 5-4 down. Yeah, just gonna give a bit for Enforcer.
Here we go.
And just a bit, they'll get going. My side, it's a little bit delayed. Yep, and there they go. Awesome. But yeah, round two. As we saw in the first round, they did not go for DSS. I don't think they're going to do it again. It's not really a crazy trick people have to go for. I'm actually Enforcer will be going for DSS, but not Muffin. Going to be seen if. Oh, and nicely getting DSS. Yeah, that it just involves the shell being thrown, and you are nicely placed as you jump off the shell. So you get like a shell jump, and also getting that nice little 455. Muffin getting a 454, and it was like last match. Gonna be one IGT ahead above Muffin. But going into 1-2. Oh, and Muffin accidentally missing that jump. Gonna be sliding on the brick block there. Oh, Enforcer missing the star. Both runners almost looking identical now. Funny how they both sync back up. But with Muffin just a little bit of ahead of Enforcer. But seems like they're both going to be on the same track. Enforcer actually just going to be one IGT behind Muffin. Coming out of 1-2. So, as always, it's early game. It's not going to be too crazy of differences yet. And same again. Can we go for that triple jump strap, killing that edge bro, making sure he doesn't screw with our race at all. And I think there was a take on Goomba Boost. I don't know if he actually got the speed for it though, but Enforcer gonna have to be slowing down a bit. Missing that jump right there. Gonna be getting a 456. Not too far behind, but there is a more noticeable difference. But yeah. We said World Ones. Only just a second behind Muffin right now. Gonna be spamming those A2s. Or A and 2s, I meant. Oh, another thing also, bringing up as we leave World 1. Our little bud Fred might have probably screwed around with timing, as he likes to move around the map as we can't see him. He can either do movements of 1 spaces or 2, and obviously getting 2 spaces sucks because it loses more time. And Muffin getting 69 coins again out of World 1. You love to see it. Yeah. The only thing being bad so far are the 1-2s. Other than that, still going okay. Definitely, last match, Muffin is definitely going to want to make sure to not miss that star grab. And beautifully getting the star grab. Also with Enforcer. Making it a lot more easier to dodge those piranhas. And a nice little section right here. Forcing have to be slowing down a bit just to make sure he doesn't get hit. Oh, and talk about getting hit. Muffin just barely getting hit on Water Cycle. So he's going to have to go for the backup in 5-3, which is unfortunate, but nice 447. And nice 446 from Enforcer. So, looks like, doesn't really notice right now, but Enforcer actually does have a lead right now because he's coming out with prop in 5-1. Muffin's going to be at least losing around, I have to say, either 8 seconds or 10. Might be underballing it or I'm overballing it. But he's going to be losing some time regardless because he has to go for the backup. Oh. And nice 92s from both. Just slowing down a bit, mainly to make sure Muffin doesn't get hit so he doesn't lose the normal power-up, and Forcer just messing up. Ground pound. So it was an alright Piranha. Gonna be going into 5-3 now. Warb will see the noticeable difference. Oh, and Enforcer, never mind about the noticeable difference. We'll have to see both runners going for the backup prop. And looks like Muffin also got hit into Small Mario, just losing a little bit more time. And getting the nice backup. Both runners getting the nice backup. So, actually, Muffin did not lose any time, really. And Muffin full sending, killing both Brambles. Forcer gonna have to be going a little bit slower, just to make sure he doesn't get hit. Yeah, Muffin did almost die, which he full sent it though, so sometimes it does pay off. And it looks like Enforcer messing up. I actually don't know that strat, but he did mess it up. I'm gonna have to be going for a little bit of maneuver. But other than that, 5-3 is over with. Unless Enforcer goes for the... Yep, nope. Pipe kick. But it's a good thing he did not get it. Because if he did, he probably could have died. But he is pretty good at that. So, I don't know. But mainly, majority of the time, at least, now that I've seen people die from that pipe kick. Going into 5 tower. Gonna be seeing the 5-5-6, hopefully. Unfortunate from Enforcer earlier, but definitely gonna want to make sure you don't run into the spikes again. That was unfortunate to see. Looks like Muffin. I don't actually remember what Muffin got. I think Muffin got 5-5-6. Definitely should. But it looks like both runners cleanly getting that. 3 are basically like right next to each other. And both runners beautifully getting 556. You love to see it. You love to see it. And basically tied up, so really both runners gonna be having 5-4. At least right now that I've seen. Is Iggy still could hit you? I'm sure both runners are very good at fighting Iggy. But yeah. Gonna be both be getting 530 on the timer. And we're gonna be going into 5-4. Forcer is definitely happy. At least from the last race. He does not have to deal with the raft. So we'll both be seeing 5-4s. I don't know if they'll be trying to play more riskier for a 354 or higher, or they're gonna try to keep it nice and relaxed. Or they're gonna probably go not. I don't think they're gonna go for the safe strat. Seems like Muffin last game full sent it and he was chilling, so he might just full send it again. And both runners gonna be full sending it. I do not blame them. They are both tied neck and neck right now, basically. As we're also getting into midway of the run. And it looks like Enforcer going to be waiting a little bit. And very interesting 5-4s from both runners. Very cutting it close. Like I'm getting nerves almost, but nice 5-4 from Muffin. Nice 5-4 from Enforcer, but just making sure he did not get hit. I'm going to be losing some time from that. And unfortunately, none of them got bomb full. None of the cool strats. What? 345 and a 353. Very nice. And was definitely a good 353. Though some people unfortunately view that as a bad 353. But going into Boo House, and as we talked about earlier, meme jump is at the end. So we'll be seeing if both runners go for that. It does save time because it's basically just jumping over the staircase almost and not having to turn back. And sliding down of the wall at the beginning, not really what you want in Boo House. And clean movement actually, other than that slide from Enforcer, as well as Muffin. Honestly, it almost looked like he was going to get hit from that boot. But we'll see here now. And Muffin going to be taking it a little... I actually don't know if I would call that riskier, but Enforcer getting meme jump. Very nice to see. Going to be keeping our prop, and unfortunately, we're not going to be having prop for Muffin. But I honestly don't know what really was Muffin doing right there. No hate. I don't know what was happening there, but again, I'm not gonna say it though, but we might be seeing a difference in 8-1. But as in 5-3, anything can happen. They might both not have a perfect 5-3. 8-1 in that. My dogs are bugging me right now. That's a little annoying, but we'll get to see what World 8 has in store for us. Definitely been interesting to see how World 5 played out. Getting the nice, clean pick right there. Oh, Enforcer missing it though. But it's all right because unfortunately Muffin is going to have to be taking a little bit of a time loss here. Either from... Yep. You have to go for the Fire Flowers. He's going to be losing a little bit of time actually. Or oh, Enforcer Getting hit as always. So we'll both see both players going for a Fire Flower. I wanted to see how. Oh, Muffin. Oh, any. Oh no. Oh no. This has been very interesting. But Muffin's gonna have to wait a little bit here because he unfortunately did get hit again after almost not being able to get the Fire Flower. But Enforcer gonna be taking that. Gonna be no. What is Muffin doing? Very interesting. So Enforcer gonna be having a little bit of a lead as Muffin struggled to get on top back onto the mushroom platform.
Mario time.
But interesting 8-1 to see how Enforcer does have that lead, though he did also lose prop within the same level.
Let's go.
Yeah, definitely traded leads right there. But going into 8-2, as we did see from earlier, a death could happen from the runners. So definitely going to want to be careful about what happened last time, at least for Muffin. I know Enforcer played a very good 8-2, so could be smooth sailing from him. Or anything could happen. It seems like Muffin is also going through very nicely. Going to be getting the nice Goomba boost right there. Bringing back that time. Going to be slowing it down a bit, though. And it looks like Enforcer is also playing very nicely. Almost getting hit. Oh, gonna have to be taking a little bit of a detour, not gonna get killed by the Goombas. And nice. Muffin gonna have a little bit of a party time with the Goombas, though, as he was making sure not to die and get those star. But nice star grab still having speed to get over the tower block. And nice third room. Muffin gonna be having a little bit of a slowdown. Gonna have to be avoiding these Goombas as they come shooting at him. Unfortunately, gonna be getting a 425 on the pipe. Of course, they're getting a 424. And Muffin, unfortunately, going to be getting that 4 and 18. But we still beat Uvid. So that was nice. Definitely a nice thing to see.
Let's go.
But 8-7. Going to be another little bit of a break here. But we also do want to play fast, so we'll be seeing our nice minutes of Muffin. I'm counting the coaster. And seems some nice optimization in the second one. As we just see both runners shift on the coaster as Enforcer gets ready for Muffin triple. Oh, nice. And that looks like it's it. Nice. Going to be getting SO451 onto that coaster. Oh, and Muffin almost getting hit, though. And unfortunately, not going to be going for Muffin triple, but barely getting that 451 onto there. Muffin did, in fact, miss his own trick. You hate to see that. But I'm going to go for the grab pound on the coaster. Enforcer nicely twirling in and getting the 415 with no slowdown. Muffin kind of playing a little risky, I'd say, in 8-7. Almost getting a little too close to the lava with that star coin. Yeah, he's in the checkpoint. I'm going to be going for the red ring again. As it is faster, we'll see. I'm pretty sure Enforcer does it, but as he wall kicks, he shoots a fireball. A little bit more momentum. And right here, the optimization, jumping over the geysers, using the momentum of the coaster to bring you forward, and nicely getting onto there, using the fireballs. Muffin as well doing it. Oh, but not quite making it up. Gonna be taking a little bit of a time loss. But unfortunately, we do have the level where we could either be greatly ahead and a nice 340 from Enforcer.
Mario time.
But yeah, we're gonna be going into airship after this, where it can decide of the leads and or the losses. And a 338 from Muffin. Decent, but a 340 is definitely ideal for a top level runner. But yeah, onto airship. Fully screwing it down, making sure we don't get crushed or hit by the Mecha Koopas. See how far Muffin brings it down. Oh, he will also be bringing it fully down. And a nice triple jump from Enforcer, not having to turn back a little, it seems. Oh, and Muffin also going for it. Obviously, we'll be hitting it. Gonna have to turn back a little, though, but all right. Because if you do not turn back a little bit, unlike Enforcer, you could get hit, but Enforcer kind of got that movement down. Going off. Love to see it. Yeah. Nice second room. And the 440. And Muffin going for a nice low 440 as well. Nice second room from both runners. And ooh, it kind of looked like he was going to get hit there, but beautifully making it over. No wall kicks. You have to see that too. Oh, and Muffin talks about getting hits from Muffin. Unfortunately, going to be getting hit right before Bombless. So Enforcer has a big advantage here of getting Bombless. Yeah, unfortunate to lose prop right at the end right there. So, attempting first hit. Beautifully gets it. Oh, he's going to be going for coding. Oh, misses it, though. Unfortunate. But he did get 2 hits. So he does have somewhat of an advantage over Muffin, but it seems like this third hit is not really going in his favor, but he's just going to have to take it and bop Bowser Jr. So, unfortunately, going to be taking more of a bigger lead right now after getting 2 bombless hits. And unfortunately, Muffin gonna have to be playing the boss regularly, but he is finishing it up, so it's nice to see him getting a 360 on the timer. Still unfortunate because he does now have to play 8 castle without prop, which is only really used in 2 sections. I mean, it is nice to have it for the auto scroll, but yeah, that's gonna be a little bit more of a time loss. Hopefully, we get to see some nice Fulza vaults though. Yeah, Forcer gonna be going into 8 castle. Almost set in stone, but the race is not over yet. So we can still see some mess ups, some crazy clutches. Gotta wait and see. Might be a game 3. Enforcer making sure he slows down a bit to not get hit by those fire bars. Muffin gonna be going for the ice flower to kill the. I don't know their actual name, unfortunately, but the lava bubbles. Sorry for a weird name, but gonna be getting the 655. Not as good as his last one, but Muffin also unfortunately getting hit by the ice flower. Not getting, he lost his ice flower, but he got hit by the lava bubble. Coda boost. Thank you, Mongo. Oh, and gonna be small Mario. Unfortunately, gonna have to be taking a little bit more riskier in this room at least. We'll find for Bulls of Vault. But seems like also might have another starving player here. Unfortunately, might be needing a meal. Or he might be set in stone. Just going for the fire bars. Fire balls. Sorry. but he's hungry. So we will be seeing another attempt of the meal. And Muffin getting into the pipe. He'll be meeting Enforcer in the final room. But we will be seeing the Volzavault. Hopefully. Nice two strats we'll be seeing right here. We'll be seeing the Volzavault and a meal, hopefully. Gotta make sure Muffin does not lose his fight. Oh, nicely done by Muffin. Oh, and a nice Volzavault from Muffin. There we go. You love to see it. Nice little Volzavault. Definitely good to know for races. But yeah, so we will be seeing the attempt of the meal. Fortunately not for Muffin. But looks decent. Oh, okay. And there we go. He ate. He's gotten his meal. Now he's time to wrap up the run. Nice job from Enforcer hitting the meal. Oh, it seemed like Muffin was probably going to try to go for a fire bar. Fire bar. I don't know why I keep saying that. But fire meal, as I'd call it. But nicely done from Enforcer. Almost closely, but nice 25.05 from him. GG's Enforcer. And Muffin getting the backup prop. Now going to be going into escape. But that also does mean we will be seeing a game 3 from both runners. But yeah. Nice 25.42 from Muffin, or that was a 25.40. 43?
Here we go.
Yeah. Muffin getting a 25.42 and Enforcer coming out with that 25.05. Going game 2 to Enforcer. Gonna be having a nice
Let's go.
all right. So seems like they're just gonna get right back into it. No prep whatsoever. Huzzah to Enforcer for taking game 2, which making it things interesting. So now this will be the final decider of who takes out this bracket almost. Pretty sure it's called bracket. If I'm wrong, I'm very sorry.
Week time.
But yeah. So nice game 2. Definitely interesting to see the trade-offs in the leads. Lin Yen Enforcer
Here we
secured the dub and ate a meal. And also getting 2 bomb hits. Fortunately not coding, but it was a good attempt. And now we'll be seeing the runners starting here in just a bit. Seems to be a bit before they go. Still a bit of a delay. And there we go. Runners are off. And Muffin just being a little bit of a delay here of just a second. So they still are perfectly the same. Looks a little bit different. Yeah. And Enforcer going for DSS again. Muffin gonna be making sure he gets that prop. And it seems like Enforcer had to slow down for a bit though. But gonna be nicely getting both runners nicely gonna be let's speak right now. Both runners nicely getting prop and going out of 1-1. And a difference here is that Muffin will be having that one IGT ahead of Enforcer. It's already a difference in game 3. We love to see that. And hopefully we have some cleaner 1-2s than last game. That was unfortunate to see. But it did both even them out, so that was kind of funny. But obviously you don't want that. Hopefully we'll be seeing some either riskier or cleaner movement. Seems like Muffin's just a little bit ahead after that one IGT. But unfortunately did have to slow down on 1-1. It is okay. As I've said twice now, it is early game. Nothing huge is going to happen, you'd think, so far. But actually, as I just said, Enforcer having a little bit of a meltdown right before the pipe, but it looks like Muffin got a nice little 461. So, nice 1-2 from Muffin. Fortunately, cannot say the same from Enforcer. Yeah, going into 1-3. Again, I'm going to be doing those triple jumps over the hammer, bro. Safely going to be going over him and dodging his attacks. He did not jump until after, but for this time, he jumped for Enforcer. And that's why we beautifully love doing triple jumps over the hammer, bro. But Muffin also going to be going for Goomba Boost again, not quite getting it. Oh, and Enforcer going to have to be doing some wall kicks to avoid that pit death. An unfortunate 1-3 to see so far with the wall kicks, but nice spin. Oh, actually Muffin did miss the spin though. On both of them did. Interesting. But unfortunately, Muffin did not have a problem of the wall kicks, so Enforcer's still gonna be just a little bit behind. But surprising to say, but there is a little bit of a difference in World 1. Going into 5-1, not the best outcome out of World 1 for Enforcer for sure. Unfortunate to say. Now we get into spamming those A's and 2s nicely. So we can skip these text boxes and loading screens. And that Goomba going to be yoinking Toad back into 1-1. Beautiful, beautiful. Spamming those A's and 2s as we boot up the cannon screen. And nicely some jumps. But yeah, definitely more of a difference in Game 3 as we go into World 5. Interesting to see. And as we saw last game, World 5 is definitely not a smooth sailing world. Things can happen. So we're definitely going to want to make sure we don't get hit at the end of water skip. Definitely not going to be missing that star grab. And that's all we know so far for 5-1. Oh. It was definitely interesting. I know this strat is a triple stop, so it's kind of interesting to see them having to slide back. Just for me. A little bit of a yap, but nice neutral vines from both runners. And nice water. Not going to be getting hit, so that's nice to see. And kind of looked like Enforcer was going to get there. But yeah, nice 452 from Muffin, 451 from Enforcer. Beautiful pipe kicks, and some nicely done 447s. We love to see a beautiful 5-1 from both runners. But yeah, so nice to see that both runners get to have their prop for 5-3. Not going to be going having for the backup, but that was nice to see. But looks like both runners having a nice Piranha right here. Almost getting 94 from Muffin. But definitely cleaner from the past two that we've seen. And now going into 5-3. Where I don't really think we'll be seeing any crazy thing that we haven't already seen before. Except for Enforcer right there. That was nicely done. I still don't know that trick name. Mainly blanking on it. Oh, and Enforcer also going for that one. Gotcha, donut jump. Thank you. Oh, and Enforcer also getting the pipe kick right out of there. Gonna be getting a nice 444, bringing it back some time.
Mario time.
And WSS. All right, thank you. Yeah, I'm more of a U series runner. I've done more stuff for that, more practice, more runs. So NSMEW is still a little new to me. I do have an okay. I do have a 25 though, so
Time.
I do know stuff. It's not fully everything. But yeah, going into 5 tower. Hopefully we get to see some nice 556s. Hopefully a 557. Fortunately, no Aztec yet. Oh, and Enforcer actually deadly missing that first jump. And the Muffin gonna be nicely having a nice step for 556 so far. Oh, yeah, nicely getting 557 actually. Low in 556 out of the park. But we're gonna see a nice little star grab or coin grab from Enforcer. A little bit of a movement to make up for the time loss. Love to see this movement. And nice optimizations for the Iggy fight from both runners. Going to be going to the right both times after being hit because Iggy actually does follow you in this fight, which is a little surprising to me. But yeah, nice 419. Sure, Muffin got a 430. But yeah, and as we saw before, this can be full sending 5-4, no saves whatsoever. Or we might. But I think Muffin is full on set on just doing 5-4. Just gonna get it over with. It's another walk in the park for him. Definitely Enforcer's not gonna want to save here. He's gonna want to try to. Oh, he is actually gonna save. Never mind. So Enforcer gonna take a nice save, losing a little bit of time. But it is nice in case if he does mess it up. Oh, but Muffin actually nicely saving it, almost having to regret. Muffin having a little bit of a struggle right now on that first wall kick, but it's all good. I'm sure Muffin is running through his head that he probably should have saved, but that was kind of a goat comeback though. He nicely saved it. But yeah, still gonna be ahead of Enforcer just by a little bit. But with those small little mistakes, no, actually not that little. With those mistakes, Enforcer just brought it back to where he's just a little bit behind. And nice 352. Definitely not a fast 5-4 for Muffin, but he does not have to regret not saving. So that's always a dub. And just still a little bit of ahead. But it's kind of turned to a point where it's not really much of a difference, and it's more of really any mistake more from Muffin will give more almost if a tie to where they are, but or it could give a chance to Enforcer to come back a little. But Enforcer not going to be taking the chances. They're going to be spinning just a bit in Boo House. And yeah, going to be more of a difference back, unfortunately. But nice second room from both winners. I mean, nice little triple from Enforcer. And hopefully Muffin does not... I'm kind of glad I waited to say. I was going to say, hopefully Muffin does not lose his prop, but it almost looked like he was about to. But nicely, both runners going out of Boo House. Enforcer taking back a little bit of the mistake that Muffin did. And both runners evenly basically going into World 8. Love to see that. Definitely more of an interesting game 3. Because this is the match where it is the big decider. So, both runners, they have prop. And, yeah. Seems like we're going to be smooth sailing. But yeah. Our 8-1s have been interesting so far, so it is going to be nice to see how our 8-1s are going to be played out. Both runners getting that nice little wall kick at the start. Ooh, interesting RNG meet for Muffin. Those meters are actually RNG. And Muffin not getting the shell, going to be taking a hit. Going to be getting back the Fire Flower. And it looks like they're almost perfectly synced. If not, Enforcer's just a little bit behind. Yeah, he's just a little bit behind. And Muffin gonna be... Ooh, that was tight almost to get through. But listen, Muffin did have to go for the Fire Flower. He's gonna be losing a little bit of time. And Enforcer missing the triple, giving back the lead, but Muffin missed the mushroom. And it's back to Muffin's lead. That was a very interesting 8-1 to see from both runners. Looked like Enforcer had the lead for a bit, and then it went back to Muffin. You gotta love races. Anything can happen. Going into 8-2. The only thing crazy we saw in 8-2 earlier was the accidental death from Muffin, but seems like we're chilling. Should be chilling. We went through 8-2 already without dying last game, so should be fine. Well, getting Goomba boost again. Nice to see. Oh, but Muffin are gonna have to be taking bit of a detour to make sure he doesn't get hit. Accidentally going too low. Giving the lead to Enforcer right now. And Enforcer is going to be nicely getting the start. Muffin going to be having to take a bit of a detour. And going to be unfortunately getting a 336 with Enforcer getting a nice 443, but Enforcer having an interesting third room. But not getting the crotch off of that. But still, a 431 pipe entry is still really good. And that was an interesting starter step, but getting a 424. And Muffin going to be flirting with Uvid a bit. Going to be getting a 418. Still better than Uvid. Not getting a 415. So that is nice to see. But 8-7. Let's see if Muffin does hit Muffin triple this time. He did miss it last game, which did cost him a little bit. It's not that much, but with Enforcer also doing Muffin triple as well, it adds up, unfortunately. Yeah, nicely just chilling on the coaster. And both of them going to be playing around with the coaster too, as many runners do since it can be a very boring level. And nice Muffin triple from Enforcer. Muffin going to be messing up his own trick once again. Unfortunate to see. Unfortunate in this game. And, but gonna be going for the ground pound right here after that first geyser. Nicely getting it, as well as Muffin not having to run up the slope too. So nicely done from both runners. Muffin not really losing that much time, but still just a little bit behind Enforcer. Seems like both runners will be going through that red ring and be getting all their coins to get our beautiful little fire flower. As that's the main thing to do. It's safer and it's easier. Only one power-up transition. And Muffin accidentally messing up those wall kicks again. Gonna be taking a little bit of a time loss. Enforcer, I've noticed him do that a lot, but he loves to just throw a fireball right at where the star cone he grabs it. I'm getting a nice 439. Not 439, 339. But Muffin will be getting in a 337. I don't know why I'm trying to put 4 in front of the two last digits. Yeah. But the big decider of the time loss or time ahead will be this fun level 8 airship, as both runners go into it with Fire Flower. It'll be interesting to see how it will be played out with Bombless. As we saw earlier, no bombless hits from both runners, except for game 2, where Enforcer got 2 bombless hits. Spinning that all the way down, making sure we don't get crushed. But Muffin going to be highly taking it to make sure he can get that time back again, and nicely done too. So nice little triples from both runners. Definitely going to be playing a little bit more riskier now. Now that Muffin knows he's just a little bit behind. But I feel like that all that means is Enforcer is going to be also going to be trying to take it as fast as he can to make sure Muffin does not catch up with him. Going to want to be taking this a little bit of a lead he has. Ooh, and that was very close for Muffin, barely making that first platform. But nice 441. Enforcer missing the crouch jump, having a little bit of a setback. giving a little bit of a lead to Muffin. Oh, that was unfortunate, but both runners getting that nice little. I actually don't know what that's called, but that's really nice. And Muffin taking it tidily again. Very 413. Yeah, 401. Now, this is close. Definitely Bombless can decide right here. And if not, if both runners are hungry, they can both go for the meal. So we'll have to see. Definitely having me on my seat right now. First hit miss from Muffin. Also from Enforcer. Unfortunate. But second hit right here. Muffin missing it, unfortunately. Oh, Enforcer getting second hit, though. Bringing it back just a little bit. But also getting the third hit. 2 and 3 from Enforcer, bringing it back with Bombless. And Muffin, unfortunately, still going to have to be playing around with Bowser Jr. just for a little bit longer. Definitely not what he wants right now. Unfortunately, going to be taking a little bit of a loss right there. Yeah, that was also a really good airship, though, from Muffin. A 413 pipe is nice to see. And right now, mainly, the big thing that could happen right now is the meal. Not too much of a crazy difference. But, well, actually, no, there is a crazy difference right now. But the meal could decide is what I meant. Going into A Castle now with Enforcer. Hopefully we don't see... I think they've had decent A Castle, but I remember earlier it was Muffin. Muffin did not have Rob going into A Castle in Game 2. But Enforcer nicely playing A Castle. Nicely done. Getting those triples. Same with Muffin. Also to note, Muffin is also a player who plays with Nunchuck. So one of the best Nunchuck players is playing right now. And as we found out, I think he plays it reversed. So definitely one of the best players with who do not play on the normal sideways Wiimote. And Enforcer, coming up player who got 24 in like less than 2 months, but he got it very fast. So you're watching two very good players. This was a very good match as well. Fortunately, we have to see it come to a close, but that's just with everything. Okay. Getting into the pipe now, going into the final room for Enforcer. Yeah, as Muffin is also about to meet him in there and just a little bit behind. But still, again, Neil could decide it. If Enforcer misses it, it could be a big loss, but not too much. But if Muffin gets it, definitely a big lead back. But if he misses it, that would be unfortunate. It'll be interesting if you see runners are hungry for another meal, or we're going to safely just take it on the way and do some fireballs. Fireballs. I don't know why I keep saying bars and ball. I don't know why I mixed them up. Nice little hop from the Switch right there. I've never seen that before. It's like a little crouch hop. Yeah, it seems like both runners will be going for the meal right now. Looks like a nice fireball. Nice from Enforcer. Miss. No, come on. But he got swiped, so it's okay. Oh, but this looks pretty slow. Interesting to see. I actually have never seen.
It's not. Nothing's happening. What do I do, dude? I'm literally I'm okay. I can move. What just happened? Dude, that's
Unfortunately,
so stupid. I've never had
we
that happen
can-
before. I just couldn't jump.
Interesting.
I was
What
spamming jump,
happened?
dude.
Interesting. That was interesting to see from Enforcer, but
Yeah, I probably lost
also a
round.
little bit of
This
Mike
bro.
right there. That was interesting.
Here we go.
But still taking game 3, 25-09. That was interesting though that he got stuck in the ceiling. Could have Muffin probably could have brought it back if he hit Meal, but unfortunately, I don't. Either he did not go for it or he just did not get it. Huge GGs though. 25-29. GG's runners. That was an amazing race to watch and commentate. GG's Enforcer taking the bracket against Muffin. But nonetheless, amazingly played well by both runners. Definitely interesting to see. Was not a race where it was just fully set in stone that one runner was just going to win. Had me, at least, on the edge of my chair the whole time. Amazing job by the runners. But definitely interesting to see that Enforcer got stuck in the ceiling there. And it was just like an auto-scroller. Never seen that before.
Ah. Oh.
But yeah, that's the match. Do we do in?
Yo, what's up,
Yo,
Spaz?
Enforcer and Muffin.
Yo,
Just want to
Yo.
say again, that was an amazing race to commentate and watch, guys. That was
very
amazing.
intense. I feel bad for Muffin because I improved so quickly. Like my PV, I got put in the lower seed, so he wouldn't have had to face me. Like, yeah,
It
my PV was this.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Doesn't
I
matter.
farted.
GG. It was a good race.
Yeah, it
What-
was very intense.
What was your guys' thoughts during it? You guys were popping up in chat sometimes.
I thought you were gonna get like meal for sure, and I was cooked like at the end of the race there, but it didn't happen.
I mean, I kind of my whole goal here was just to try and make my median a little better.
Okay.
Oh
yeah,
I
'cause
did
your race
do
with the
that. Like I
cheese.
think I
Right.
beat. I think all of my runs were faster than my last race, but I don't know. I did that, so I'm happy enough.
What is your median?
I don't know.
What is
Kind
your
of
guys'
annoyed that I screwed up World 8 every time, but you know.
median?
I don't know what my
It is
median
what it
is
is.
actually. At this point, it's probably I think it's the 26-15 for me. So now it is.
Mine is 26-12 that I got in
Okay.
the first race here. So
But yeah.
actually, no, it wouldn't be because I did 3 matches against Cheese. I'm not sure, but so it's somewhere close to Enforcer.
All right. Well, it was a good race. I think we're about time to head out, right?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
But yeah, GG's guys. That was amazing watching commentate
Thank
again.
you.
All right, and see ya in stream.
Yeah.
I think we gotta
See you guys.
see ya.
All right. See ya.